Cabin's log, Ourdate 05/08/2026. Got the tires off of it. Try to lighten it up. So I think I got Don out here to help me lift it, make sure we can still pick it up, and we can. So it's not going to be any real problem getting it into the back of the truck. Just get it there and of course get it unloaded once we get there. Hopefully he'll just unload it. A lot of weirdness going on with the wheels, so I'm gonna have to, when I get it back, I was trying to take these off, trying to take the wheel spindles off. I can't get them off. I would have thought they would have just slid out, but they're not. So they do need to be rebuilt. There's a lot of stuff going on. You can see the bushing or whatever. It definitely needs some work. So I'll just have him do what he's got to do. It'll take me a little bit to come up with the money to pay him is all. So hopefully he doesn't just whip into it immediately, get it done, and then have it sitting in his shop for 2 months, which is a possibility, but I hope not. And I gotta remember to put the belt on before I reassemble the front end. I can see myself forgetting that. Another thing I'm working on, I went ahead and tore apart my trailer. I'm going to try to find some actual fenders instead of using a barrel I cut in half. Get some actual fenders on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the old rail and I'm going to bolt it to this galvanized stuff, because that's part of my problem. It's just so hard to get it to stick to that galvanized stuff. I tried grinding it off and it just keeps on going forever. So screw it, I'm going to bolt it on, and that will give me something to weld to for the upper rails, which, like I showed you yesterday, I think I've got right there. I'm gonna still try to incorporate my dovetail, in which case I probably shouldn't have cut it off, but I did cut it off, so it stuck really good there. I don't know whatever. Maybe that was welded on previously and I just welded to the hinges. I bet that's what happened. I almost guarantee that's what happened. But anyway, so otherwise I'm gonna have a really weird trailer. It's, as you can see, proportionally it's not right. If I leave this at 8 foot, I'm gonna have to move the axle forward quite a bit. Now another thing I might do, just thinking out loud, not sure I'm going to do it. My son wants to use this pop-up trailer as a bridge or a dock, I guess, something, overlook something over there. So, well, which one of us did that? Okay, anyway, and it uses the same bolt pattern, different size wheels, but it's the same bolt pattern, so I can put I get 2 more wheels like that and put it on it. But I could put this on that, make it tandem. Make it a tandem trailer. So I have a really short tandem trailer, which is great for this road. Ow! Stupid. Okay. I think. Yeah. And these have brakes on them. So, awesome. I couldn't see this not having brakes. It wouldn't make any sense. So that is awesome. Now I'm almost excited about it. And I've got a spare for this. Well, that doesn't matter. I'm not going to use these. Unless I go with 4 of these wheels. I could do that. If I could find a 4th one of these, put new tires on everything. Oh, that would be phenomenal, I think. Maybe. It would. I think that would be really good because it would really smooth everything out. And this road needs things to be smoothed out. That would be great. That would be fantastic. Okay, enough thinking for the moment. I'm going to have to put new lights on it because those are seized up on the brackets. I have to make new brackets. Have to make the rail taller than it was because I had it at I think 12 inches, which by the time everything was said and done left it substantially shorter than that because of the deck and everything. But if I make it, I think between 16 and 18 inches, sounds tall. Once I get the floor on there, I'd like to have it at least 16 inches tall. Makes it really easy to load wood in there and know what I've got. So, still got the, I'm still going to be able to use the winch. Still going to be able to use my wheel chock. Oh my gosh, no I won't. If I make it taller, I'll just run it under it. Yeah. But I made a wheel chock for it a while ago. So either the winch can be sitting on it or the wheel chock can go on it. And I can pull a motorcycle. However, I can't do both. So we'll, you know. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm starting to hate people who say that, but now I'm one of them. Quit saying it so much. But it's true. So, anyway, I'm going to get to cutting on this. I pulled out my cutoff. I did use this a couple of times to pull around my log splitter. That's what this hole is for. I had a ball in there, so I could just pull the wood splitter in, clamp her down, tie down the back, and go. But I only did that once, so I think I'm going to eliminate that. Because in order for that to work, it's going to have to be a lot taller. A lot taller. Yeah, I think I'll be in pretty good shape once I get this done. And if these have been on here for probably 10 years, they're in amazingly good shape, other than where I've overloaded them. Like right there in the corner. So I might just pop them back on there. But I put these on because when I put the dovetail on, I screwed up. And I made the dovetail even with this, even though it's got a grade on it. So what ends up happening is every time I load something on here, it catches. So I had to put the thinnest thing I could on there, which is, you know, the 1/2 inch treated plywood. Actually ended up working out fine. So now if I put the dovetail back on, I got to remember I've got to mount it just a titch higher so that nothing gets stuck on whatever I use as a floor. And I was thinking, just thinking a little about putting these 5/4 6s on there, but I don't have enough, so I'm not going to. Probably just put the same old plywood back on, and then when it goes bad, I'll put another one on. I think this is 5-ish feet. Let's check it out, because I don't remember 100%. I think it's right around 5 feet. Let's see. Yeah. Right at 5 feet. Look at that. Okay. So the base is 5x8. And then the dovetail made it 10. Right now it is so front heavy, it's absolutely ridiculous. So I need some weight in the back. Either way, whether I just bring it straight out and extend it 2 feet, or put the dovetail back on it, or rig it up a little better maybe, I don't know. I'm still going to have to lengthen it. 8-foot trailer just doesn't quite do it for me, so 10 foot is actually too short. Let me check something else here, because it seems like every time I load up a mower on it, let's see, we'll use the B. See how long this is, roughly. That explains a lot. A little under 6 foot. Wow, they just don't look that long. Almost 6 foot. Takes up a lot of space on a trailer. So you're not getting 2 of these on a 10-foot trailer without making them look like they're making new mowers. But it'll hold one real well, and with the hitch on it, it'll load it right up. Or the hitch, the little winch. So that's fine. It'll work. It'll work just fine. Anyway, I need to get back on it. I think Cruise is coming out a little bit later tonight, and Don's got to work, so. And we'll see what happens from there on. What happens from there on. You know, I've still got a big roll of wire. But it had some rust on it, so I was having issues with it screwing with the welder. But I might put it back on and see if I can make it work. What size was it? Actually, that's a brand new. That's not the same one I had on there. It's a brand new roll. And I've still got the flux core. There's some 024. And there's the roll. Oh my God, that's awful. That ain't gonna work at all. Brand new roll, but it's probably 3 years old. Oh, good grief. I think this is 30. Yep, 030. Okay. There's my flashlight. Thank goodness, that was driving me nuts. I couldn't find it. I lost it. I knew it was somewhere. Just had to figure out which safe place I put it. Awesome. Oh, yeah, it's still good. Good. Amazing. It's been missing for 4 days, 5 days. That is really, really cool that I found that. Ooh, and a nice shiny nut. Anyway, Bumbling Fool signing off.